To be honest, I never really got much instruction when it came to the pitching side. It was more of just like stuff that I learned on my own and stuff and seeing stuff. I just basically went up there and tried to throw as hard as I can and get as much movement as I could. So especially when I had that conversation with Jason for the first time, he really opened my eyes on there's more to pitching than just getting up there and throwing. During college, I learned a bunch of stuff, but one of the things that I think that sets the Twins apart is the amount of video that we take, especially on the hitting side and the pitching side. I never really got video of myself pitching or anything, and I think that's a big key for the Twins. And another thing is that it's not all about the arm. It's using the body, using your whole body and staying connected. And that's why I think sets the Twins apart is they take a deeper look into things.
It's definitely more in depth, and I have more of a clear understanding of how the swing works, how the body works, how those things connect. And I'll touch on what Dalton said with the video. I used to get video of myself, and I would look at it, and I honestly didn't know what to look at, what to look for. So that's probably where I've grown the most as far as analyzing video and pointing out something that a high school kid especially, might not be able to see even if they did have video.
Definitely going off of what Smalls said, but I'm going to take it one step further, and Smalls and Jason, if he were here, can attest to this, is definitely swinging at the baseball with your quote-unquote hands. Growing up, when I was in high school, I played for the Midwest Pelicans out of Ohio, where we were ranked top 3 in Ohio growing up at 18U. And we had a coach who actually played for the New York Yankees. He was a catcher for the Yankees. And he was big on, hey, throwing your hands out there, catch the baseball a little bit. And to me, I felt like it worked for me, hitting for a high average, hitting some doubles, having some slugging percentage out there. But having these conversations with Jason, with Smalls, we argued for countless days, countless hours starting out, because you hear about all these MLB players, all these MLB coaches talking about throwing your hands at the baseball. You want to use your hands. And then you sit down in a room with Jason, and it takes you about an hour and a half to realize, wow, if you're really not using your hands are just in it for the ride. And he can break down hitters from Babe Ruth all the way up to Mike Trout, Stanton, whoever you want, Bryce Harper. He can bring up anybody. He's got thousands and thousands of videos that he can show anybody. But I think that for me was the most difficult, because all my life I thought, I'm using my hands to hit a baseball. But going back, looking at my videos from college, I actually didn't do that either. I just felt that in my head. It was one of my cues, hey, I'm going to throw my hands at this baseball. But they were sticking here at the same with the scapula going to baseball. But I think that, for the most part, was just difficult to grasp, just realizing the truth.